Forward to the smoking mirror. Previously. No, this game also came out on PC. Oh, get fucked, Spider.
Maybe I've been a little heavy-handed. And a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful.
So if we use the panties on the burst cylinder, apparently yes. Okay.
The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder. Nico needed to speak to Ubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
It's a smartphone. All right. Ancient
So that's
Mayan
what all the trouble's
smartphone.
about.
Check out this pot. It's a sweet pot.
Yes. Very rapuche.
Rapouche?
Hideous.
Oh shit. Oh.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Uh-oh. Oh my god. That idiot. Yeah, we got him. All right. Oh yeah, that's safe. Yep. Nice. Perfect. Okay.
Quadamonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure.
Sure. Sure. All right, let's do this. Okay. So I haven't had to actually like write anything down yet for this one, because so far most of the puzzles have been pretty logical, and it hasn't required any notes or anything. Which I guess there's room for that too. Yeah, bro, sure. Yep, I like this game's kind of humor. It's pretty good. All right, Broken Sword 2. Is it going to give me a load prompt here, or just start the game? Sometimes these older ones do that. Okay, so there's restore. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Load. Block, yes. Okay. All right, so we are trying to track down information on this weird Mayan tablet thing that's the size and shape of a smartphone. There's also like a cartel or something, and ancient aliens maybe, and human trafficking, I guess. And our search has led us here to Quadamonte, somewhere in South America, to do more investigation. So here we are. But the real question is, did the panties come along for the ride? They did. There they are. All right, good. He's got his priorities in order.
It was a pair of red, lace-trimmed panties decorated with a large black satin heart.
Okay. Uh-huh. There's a lot of people to talk to on this screen.
I wasn't going to get anything out of the gourd lady except spit.
All right. Can we barter our panties for something?
Those things are gourds, aren't they?
Sí.
Hey! Mind the footwear, lady.
Sure. How old is that, the previously clip? I re-recorded it not that long ago, but I did put a date on it. August 2nd, 2020. That's how old it is. Because I just recorded it once, and then I just put it in my scratch folder for all the other previouslys and just reuse it. No need to keep re-recording it.
Hi. Lovely bread.
¿Qué?
Bread, pain?
Sí, pan.
Maybe I'll come back later when I'm hungry.
Okay. All right, Cowboy Hat Man. What you got?
Hi there. What have you got for sale?
¿Qué?
I said, what have you got? Oh, never mind.
All right. Oh, this lets me interact. Okay, so that's the way back to the ship, I guess. And there's nothing over there. Can't interact with the door. Okay, so the mouth icon is always going to be talk to character. The crosshair thing is going to be use, and you can either use it directly or use an item on it. Let's see. That one is go to next area. And I think that's it. Oh, there's also the gears icon for like interact with icon, I guess.
Hi.
You want to buy something?
No, not really.
I got cabbages. Buy a cabbage, senor.
I don't think so. I didn't come all this way to buy vegetables.
Okay, so this guy speaks English, so we might use him as a source at some point.
Listen, have you heard of Condor Transglobal?
No. Buy a cabbage. I'll give you a discount on both purchases.
I'm not into cabbages.
We can't talk to him about panties either, because it's not on the list here. What the hell?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Aye, Tezcatlipoca. Put it away, senor. Tezcatlipoca brings nothing but evil.
The poor guy was so freaked, he didn't even mention his cabbages.
I don't even remember where that was from.
See ya.
Where'd we get
It was
this?
the flint statue of Tezcatlipoca I'd found in Marseille.
What statue? Okay. In Marseille. Yeah, I can't remember where we got that, but all right. We sure got it at some point.
The stairs led up to the balcony. It looked to me like an early portrait of Orson Welles. In Quaramonte, defacing a poster was probably a capital offense.
Okay.
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's with the long faces?
Our pipe player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel. He never broke the law in his life.
Oh. No panty options. What the hell?
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Quaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Huh. Okay.
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion at Teoculcan. 30 miners were buried alive.
They got some of them out, though.
2 of them, including your cousin, and they left half of him behind.
Would either of you guys care for a biscuit?
A dog biscuit, senor?
Are you trying to insult us?
No, really, they're good.
We'll take your word for it.
Why is that even an option?
Have you any idea what this is?
No, senor.
Me neither.
Okay. Let's save that one for last. Let's offend them some more.
What do you make of this little worm?
No good. It's dead.
Sure it's dead. You think I'd carry it around in my pocket if it wasn't? Take a look at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that.
When did you see this ship?
3 months ago. It was here, at the docks.
3 months ago. Okay.
What was the ship with the condor flag carrying?
I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
We play to the tourists.
Well, when the Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Okay.
You guys know anything about a total eclipse?
What is it?
It's like when the sun is hidden by the moon.
He's crazy.
My cousin Alfredo swears he saw it happen once. But that was after he stupidly consumed a cocktail of peyote and antibiotics.
Okay.
Have you seen anything like...
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying that thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
Sure, it's Tezcatlipoca. But it's only a little carving.
It brings death, senor. Death and destruction.
Okay. What do you make of these?
I decided to leave it.
Okay, so I can't go up to the upper deck of that. The mine building. Okay. Currently not letting me do anything. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I can go up there. I can go that way. I can go in there, talk to her.
George Stobart, well, of all the...
Mrs. Henderson. Boy, this is some coincidence, huh?
Huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd met Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an Army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged.
I vaguely remember them. Sure.
Is Dwayne here with you, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoil-sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
We'll go with her.
Is Dwayne still working for the CIA?
If he is, he doesn't know it. He's what they call a snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No, this is different. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
Huh?
What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywheres. The market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the Great Design, George.
What do you make of this stone, Pearl?
Oh, that's pretty. What's that thing supposed to be, a rabbit?
I believe it's a coyote.
Well, it sure is cute.
I was surprised she didn't ask me where she could buy one.
All right.
What does this mean to you, Pearl?
What cute little feathers. Why, if you had two of those, they'd sure make nice earrings.
This isn't intended for frivolous personal adornment, Pearl. It's a dart tipped with a fast-acting, muscle-numbing poison.
Pardon me, I stand corrected, honey.
Sometimes I got the feeling that communication with Pearl was like sending signals out into space. Maybe, if you waited long enough, you'd get an intelligent answer back, but it was a long shot. What do you make of this statue, Pearl?
Hoo-wee, that's a spitting image of Dwayne's brother Sheridan. A little less body hair, maybe, but it's him all right.
Look at this, Pearl. A tequila worm.
Don't you bring that thing anywhere near me, honey. I swear I'll scream like a hog on a hot plate.
Okay.
Take a look at this news cutting, Pearl.
You'll have to read it to me, George. I left my specs in a gay bar in Santa Barbara.
Well, it's about an eclipse of the sun, which is due to occur in a few weeks' time.
You'd think the government would warn us about these kind of things.
It's not dangerous or anything. Apparently, the best place to view the eclipse is right here in Quaramonte.
Oh, my.
She didn't appear to be the slightest bit interested.
All right. Sure.
Catch you later, Pearl.
Okay. What we got over here? Oh, there he is. There's our boy.
It was Pearl's husband, Dwayne. Hey, Mr. Anderson. Good to see you again.
Do I know you, son?
George Stobart, remember? In Syria? I sold you a statue.
I remember that. Pearl was mighty vexed when the paint came off.
Look, I'm sorry. I'll give you back the $50.
No, you suckered me fair and square.
All right.
What do you think of these panties, Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No, a guy we know in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then. Why are you looking at me like that, George?
Forget it.
All right. All right. What's with the truck, Dwayne?
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been trucking half her life.
Why did you bring a huge truck like that?
George, I'm on a top-secret classified mission for Uncle Sam. This truck is a rolling bomb. 400 pounds of nitrate fertilizer with a plastique initiator. They'll hear the bang in China. Gee, I'm really looking forward to this.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Sounds like a comic book villain to me, son.
He's the man behind Condor, and the rat who kidnapped Nico.
You know, the first time I met you, I was deeply impressed with your naive simplicity. I said to Pearl, if we ever had kids, I would have wanted a boy like George. But I underestimated you, son.
Okay. Alright. See if this guy speaks English.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Panties.
What do you think of these panties?
Awesome. You wear them?
No, someone sent them to my girlfriend.
Thoughtful.
Alright. Good talk.
What can you tell me about the mining company?
The general closed down one of their mines after the explosion. Lots of folks lost their lives. I was lucky. I only lost my legs.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
That's Obsidian. It's a volcanic rock which has cooled so fast that...
Yeah, look, I'm not interested in geology.
You're not. I suppose you want to know about the carved picture on it.
That's right.
Then the guy you should talk to is the professor. He was here a while ago.
Okay.
Do you know what this statue represents?
Should do. I used to carve things like that to sell to tourists. But it scared people around here, so I stopped.
Alright. Anything back here? Okay, apparently not. Alright, so what is inside the store?
Hey, Nico!
Oh, this is not a store.
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor. With the mine closed down, there'll be no one around to observe your excavations. Ah, I have visitors.
Just remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
Okay.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Senor. Welcome to Quarmonte. Thanks. My name's George Stobart from California. But what is this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
Pardon me, senorita, but I couldn't help myself. Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions. You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
So it's like, it's jail / tourist center / police station. All right, first things first. The important business. Check these out.
What do you think of these panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso.
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
Karzak? I never heard of him.
Dang.
Do I get the panties now?
I told you all I know.
You told me nothing.
Dang it. All right.
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am a man of many crafts.
I can see that, General.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Claramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, senor. Claramonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour. When he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubier, a
Oh.
visitor, senor, like yourself.
That guy.
Did you say Ubier?
Si, senor. Professor Ubier, a French archaeologist.
What's Ubier doing in Claramonte?
Researching our rich and glorious past, senor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
That's a native carving, isn't it? Where did you get it?
We picked it up in the market as a souvenir.
Take a look at this label.
Si, senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
Oh. That's fishy.
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Claramonte City.
You are mistaken, senorita.
The musicians out in the square say that a ship flying the Condor flag was birthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Do you know anything about the forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, senor.
Would you like a biscuit?
Are you trying to bribe me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, Senor Stobart.
Condor is run by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor. Whoever he is.
Do you keep a record of companies registered in Claramonte?
Of course, senorita. Unfortunately, all the records were destroyed by a flash flood.
That's unfortunate. Also very convenient.
I'll be back.
Okay. Alright, we haven't saved in a while, so let's... Never know when death may strike in a game like this.
couple of special offer letters were strewn across the desk. I had no need for junk mail, especially someone else's.
Okay.
The television was showing what appeared to be a low-budget soap. A tall man with long blonde hair was shouting at a woman who was naked apart from a towel.
All right.
It was General Graciento, Quaramonte's reigning slime ball. It was a computer monitor with some kind of outdated game displayed on it. I didn't have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games.
Okay.
It was the map which the general had been showing to Professor Oubier.
Senor. Leave that child alone.
Yep. Outdated games. Like Broken Sword. Alright, what's back
I
here?
wasn't going to try investigating the passage while the general was sat there.
Okay.
He had the eyes of a cocker spaniel set in a face like a deflated souffle. I couldn't help wondering what had driven him to work for a man like the general. Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Hello, senor. How can I help you?
This guy does not want to know about panties.
Are there any ancient pyramids near Quaramonte?
Si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect.
I love ruins.
Would you be willing to give a guided tour of the ruins?
I can't. The General would have a fit if I left all this paperwork.
Do you recognize this statue?
Tezcatlipoca, the night wind. Take it away, senor. That stone is cursed.
Okay.
You know anything about this eclipse?
No, senor. El General keeps me in the dark about most things.
Literally. Eclipse. In the dark. Eh. Alright, so that appears to be all we can do here. Except... this? Whatever this is?
A filing cabinet stood in the corner. The filing cabinet was probably locked.
Yeah. Alright. Looks like that's all I can really do here. Let's see if Nico's got anything to say.
That man we saw talking to the general was Oubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Oubier, but he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Quaramonte. Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So, this is the sacred Chihuahua stone? Sheesh.
Okay. Probably something weird to do with this thing.
Have you any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, Georges. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Okay. Well, where to now? Like, I probably should be able to go to the mines at some point. I guess I haven't been to the second floor.
Why did you show him the stone?
I thought maybe he might know something about it.
Well, he does now, for sure. He knows we have it.
Whoops.
Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looked like a map to me, but I couldn't make out the details.
Whatever it was, the general didn't want us to see it. You came on a little strong with the general.
I was merely flattering his ego, George. Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe, but that guy's weakness isn't in his foot.
Okay, so I haven't been up here yet. This must be the shipping company.
Hola, señora.
Hi, we were wondering...
I was talking to the lady, Chico.
Hi, my name is Nicole Collard.
Concha Garcia, how can I help you, sister?
The corporation I represent is considering a major investment in Quaramonte. Your advice, as the head of an obviously successful concern, is precisely what I'm after. My assistant, Mr. Stobart, has a few questions he'd like to ask you.
Would you be interested in these panties? They look about your size.
Is that your best line, Chico?
I'm serious. They were an unwanted gift.
Put them away before you get overexcited.
All right. Perfect.
Can you tell me about the accident at the mine?
Accident? It was sabotage. Somebody wanted my mine closed down for good.
Oh, she runs the mine. Okay.
Do you have any evidence that the mine was sabotaged?
Not yet, but I'll get to the bottom of it. There'd been trouble at that mine for several months. The workforce was getting smaller every day. Someone had started a rumor among the men that the mine was cursed. Now the entire operation has been closed down.
Yeah, we've had the panties since like minute 3 of the game.
Where's the site of the mine?
Several days upriver at a remote area known as Teoculcan.
Okay, so we're not going to the mine anytime soon, it sounds like.
Have you heard of a man named Karzak?
No? Who is he?
He's the reason we came to Quaramonte. We think he's running a drug ring.
Well, I hope you find him, but I've never heard the name before.
I thought we were questioning her as a business thing, not, hey, we're tracking down a drug ring.
Do you know Professor Ubier?
Yes. I understand he is about to embark on an archaeological expedition. He hired some equipment from me earlier today.
I overheard him talking to the general. I think they're working together.
What? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have hired out the equipment. Now, why would the general be interested in an archaeologist?
Does this stone mean anything to you?
I think it is a spirit stone carved by a Mayan priest, no? I don't know which of their many gods it represents.
Okay. That's new.
Can you tell me anything about this statue?
It is Tezcatlipoca, the god of death and pestilence. That fetish would be considered by many to be a bad omen.
Eh? We don't kink shame here, though.
Do you recognize the icon on this label?
Condor Transglobal.
Did the company operate here in Caramonte?
Yes, they ran an old container ship, the Mayan Princess.
Okay.
Do you know who owned Condor Transglobal?
I have no idea.
Get out the mysterious music for that, huh?
You see this? It's my lucky piece of coal.
What's so lucky about it?
I'm not sure yet.
Nice buns.
Excuse me? What? Okay.
Have you heard about the forthcoming eclipse?
I don't take much interest in things like that. One of the boys might know about it.
All right.
Would you like a dog biscuit?
Yeah, that's why I got the camera up here,
Mouth, Chico.
so you can't tell. If I'm not doing a VR game, then no pants required. All right, let's talk to this guy. Maybe he'd be interested in panties.
Hi. Good afternoon, and welcome to Consolidated Mining. If you are planning to stay in Cuaramonte City, may I recommend the Consolidated Mining Experience. An interactive, hands-on tour of one of our deepest mines, with talking tour guides available in 3 different languages.
All right.
A tour of a mine.
Well, this is a mining company. What else did you expect?
Dang. Can't ask him about it. Well, I would probably want to take that tour to at least get mine access.
Do you know anything about the eclipse that's due soon?
Me? No, senor.
Do you know where I could find Senor Karzak?
No, senor.
Okay, good talk.
How come you're not wearing any pants?
I feel more alert without them. Kind of perky.
And your boss doesn't mind?
She suggested it.
All right. Well, 1990s, huh?
Are you looking forward to the eclipse of the sun?
Not especially. Are you?
I don't know. I've never seen one. All I know about eclipses is that you shouldn't try to view them with the naked eye.
Please, go away and let me get on with my work.
But
I've heard
first,
of a guy called Karzak.
Karzak.
Can't you see I'm busy? If I don't finish this stock report, the boss will be mad as hell.
All right. Are you wearing pants?
A disgustingly handsome man. I couldn't understand why the female owner had surrounded herself with men like this. The guy was working away like an automaton. It was one of Conchita's posse of hunks. Did you know there's an eclipse of the sun in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, Joe told me about it. He's having a party and we're all invited. Me and the boys are dressing up as evil monks.
Yeah? Cool.
Uh,
Ever hear of a guy called Karzak?
No, sir.
me and the boys dressing up as evil monks. As you do.
Do you know anything about the eclipse?
I missed that meme already.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
That meme is ancient history
It's going to be pretty
at this point.
spectacular.
It's in a few weeks' time, isn't it?
9 days.
Thanks. Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
No.
Okay. All right, I guess we're done here then. So she's got a usable cabinet at the back. I love the random flashing pixels in this game.
Keep out of there.
Okay. So we want to get in there eventually.
That's where the explosives are stored.
Oh, we definitely want to get in there. Okay. That's a great place to keep them. Just right behind the boss's desk. I love that we have to wait for Nico to leave the room first before we even start moving. Okay. Looks fair on PC, yeah. It's probably double the resolution. Because I think this is a 240p game. On PlayStation, at least. Okay. So, we got a goat. I think that's a goat.
Now, I like most animals, but experience had made me wary of goats.
Alright, so
and cats. And dogs.
So the first game, there was a puzzle with a goat. Alright, goat, do you want some panties? No. What about a tin can? Goats love tin cans. Nope. Dog treats? Nope. Worms? No. Okay, sure. And that I can't interact with. That we've already been to. Okay, maybe I can go behind this, over here. Oh, that just wraps around? Okay. Well. Oh, there's the professor. Okay. Maybe I can listen in.
Stealing trucks wasn't my style. Professor Ubier?
Yes? Who are you?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
Dang. No panties option. Okay.
What do you know about my girlfriend's abduction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
What are you doing in Caramonte, Professor?
Seeking Mayan artifacts. Central American history has been my life's work.
Have you ever employed a Central American butler or servant?
I've never employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
Tell me about your wife, Professor.
Please, I don't want to talk about her.
Oh, man. Sure.
You shot her, didn't you?
No. I loved Carol. She meant the world to me.
Okay. Did you know about the eclipse?
Do you know anything about this eclipse, Professor?
Of course. It's not the reason I'm here in Quaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
Okay, good. I was a little afraid he would cut off the conversation there.
In the eclipse, Professor?
Oh, it's purely a layman's curiosity. History's my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child. I wouldn't miss a total eclipse for the world.
Does the eclipse have some special significance for you?
From me? No. For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale. The fifth is the final age, ending in the total destruction of the Earth.
Uh-oh.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him. In fact, if it wasn't for Karzak, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Oh, wasn't the 2012 thing a Mayan thing? The Mayan calendar thing was predicting 2012 as the apocalypse.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
Where did you get that?
That's my business.
How much do you want for it?
It's not for sale. Can you identify this statue, Professor?
Oh, yes. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of Darkness.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca means, literally, smoking mirror.
Ah, right.
You see the mirror shield in his left hand? The Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men. He was the wind which came howling in the night in search of victims. And victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men, women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans have a legend that says he'll return one day. I hope I'm not around to see it.
Do you see this label?
Yes, it refers to a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that company here to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
Okay.
I have proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris.
Yep.
Beyond that,
pretty much.
I have no connection with the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Take a look at this, Professor. What have you got to say about that?
Where did you get this?
Never mind that. How do you explain these withdrawals?
I left my financial affairs in the hands of my secretary.
Including the withdrawal of funds in cash from your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why Marseille? Why the very place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobart. We are both the victims of the same devious plot.
What plot?
I have no idea.
Ah.
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
You should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things.
Sure. Okay. So now what?
Do you think the general was involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
So the general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy. Strictly strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
Ah.
know anything about a shipping company called Condor Transglobal?
I never heard of it, son.
Okay. Well, what now then? Maybe I should check in with Nico. See if she's got any thoughts. So let's very slowly walk over to where she is. Oh, of course, she's way over there. I guess I can try going back to the boat area.
Take a look at this.
Mon Dieu! Where did you get that kind of money?
It's not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house.
All right, she's not much help, it seems. Okay. Seaside Village, Costa del Sol. Yeah, a little bit. This reminds me more of Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis on, I think it's Crete. That area. This looks almost exactly like it. All right, can I do anything over here? There's somebody over by the boat.
You can't leave without an exit visa.
Oh. Okay. He just straight up pulls a gun on you. Okay. Alright, maybe this guy spoke English.
You change your mind. You want to buy cabbages after all.
Certainly.
How many you want? 2? 3?
None.
Don't come crying to me if you die of scurvy.
He wasn't going to be any help.
Okay. I think cowboy hat guy spoke English. I think. Or maybe it was the musicians.
That guy just didn't look like he was going to help me.
Okay. All right. Can I do anything over here? All right. So there's no icons over here. Okay. She wasn't of any help last time. So whatever it is I need to do here, I only have 3 screens to do it on. All right, let's talk to the musicians again.
Tell me about the general. You know, the guy in charge around here.
We don't want to talk about him, senor.
How come? No one can hear you. Well, only that old goat.
In Quaramonte we have a saying. Don't tell your old goat what you don't want your wife to know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It means exactly what it says. All right.
Hey, Nico!
Let's go back in the tourist center to see if anything's new in there. Doesn't look like it.
Would you like a gourmet dog snack biscuit?
I would love one, senor, but I would have a problem with my teeth.
Toothache?
No, senor. If the general catches me eating on duty, he'll knock them out.
Sure.
So long.
All right. Let's see if the general's got any new dialogue.
Do you have a map of Quaramonte?
A map? I'm sorry, senor, but I don't.
What about the one on the wall?
Ah, that is an archaeological survey map, senor. Not suitable for tourists.
I'll be back.
All right. Maybe I can get Nico to distract the general, and then I can go look at the map. Or... Okay, let's use up all the dialogue, I guess.
Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightens me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious?
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? André said he was something of a celebrity.
Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something?
Dang.
Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, Georges?
Sure, they're great. Guess what this is. Go on, guess.
It's wrought iron, probably from a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well, I suppose it could be. How did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
Do you recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir. Take a look at this, Nico.
That's disgusting, Georges. Why are you carrying it around with you?
I don't know. I just can't seem to part with it. Take a look at this.
An eclipse of the sun. Why the sudden interest in astronomy?
I found the cutting in Ubier's house.
Apparently, it's only visible from Central America.
Okay. All right. I don't think I have any items that I could use on that.
Senor.
Sorry, I forgot. I wasn't going to try investigating the passage while the general was sat there.
So the one of the musicians, I think, is going to be back there. Okay, so I guess that's all I can really do here. The worm in his pocket for days. Yeah, because they took a boat from France to Central America, I guess. And even more alarming, George has been eating those dog biscuits that were however old they were when he got them from the guy at the docks. And now they're even older because they took a boat ride. So, yeesh.
I hear you drove all the way to Quaramonte in a truck.
That's right. You would not believe the state of some of those roads. Makes me downright sad to think there's still some places you can't reach in an automobile. In this day and age, you'd think there'd be decent highways just about anywhere folk choose to go.
Have you met the guy who calls himself the General?
No, I haven't. Is he a real general?
I guess so. He wears a lot of medals on his chest. The wrong side of his chest. At least for any army I'd ever seen. Did you know that the truck was full of explosives?
Whatever gave you that idea, as if I couldn't guess?
Your husband. He was exaggerating, wasn't he?
Sometimes I wonder how I'm going to cope with Dwayne's over-fertile imagination.
Okay. Sure.
Catch you later, Pearl.
11 plus days of the dead worm. Yep. The professor's gone. Interesting. All right, Dwayne. Finish our conversation.
Are you still working for... you know who?
You know I can't talk about my work, George. That's between me and Uncle Sam.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
No, really. The leader of the band in the square has been imprisoned just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
What's the real reason the musician was imprisoned?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
Okay.
Is Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was supposed to make contact with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
Sounds good to me. Count me in.
Good man, George. All I need is a detonator.
Which we can probably get from the mining office behind the desk.
Pearl earlier.
Yeah? Did she mention that we had a kind of falling out?
Yes, she did.
She'll get over it.
Would you like a biscuit, Dwayne?
Oh, no. Those gourmet dog snacks bring me out in a rash.
You've tried them?
They were on special offer. Pearl bought a whole crate. When I asked her if she was thinking of keeping a dog, too, she just laughed.
All right.
Would you like to borrow my lucky piece of coal, Dwayne?
What's so lucky about it?
Well, we made it to Quaramonte in one piece.
When you've been here a few days, you won't look on that as luck.
How come you brought a truckload of explosives but no detonator?
Call me old-fashioned, but I say packing trunks is woman's work. I left the packing to Pearl, and I can't find a darn thing. Just hope she remembered to bring my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
Oh, man.
Have you really never heard of Condor?
Of course I have, son. Matter of fact, it was old Dwayne's investigations scared him off.
Did you find any evidence of Condor's drug smuggling operations?
Drugs? Hell no! Condor was a cover for the illegal export of Mayan artifacts.
So who was behind Condor Transglobal?
It was registered in the name of Edan.
Did you get the guy?
I don't think he ever existed. Edan backwards spells Nady, Spanish for nobody.
Okay. All right, so we need to get a detonator. This guy worked at the mine, so maybe he knows.
Do you recognize the design on this label?
Why, sure. That's the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company logo.
Do they have an office in Quaramonte?
No, but they ship out from here.
That's what I thought. Did you see the ship with the Condor flag?
No.
But the dock is just the other side of the square.
Might as well be the other side of the moon.
Have you heard about the eclipse of the sun?
Sure, I'm having a party to celebrate it. Drop by.
Really?
Sure. Plenty of food, plenty of wine, and everyone's invited, except the general.
All right. Dressing up as evil priests, too.
Why don't you want the general at your party?
Because if he comes, he'll bring those damned music albums from the 70s.
All right. Okay. So next stop is probably the mining office. And I have a feeling it's probably going to be a timing thing. Here, let me talk to these guys again. A timing thing where I have to get the boss distracted by the guy with no pants on to be able to get behind her desk.
Else to talk about.
Okay. To get behind her desk and get the detonator. That's probably what I have to do. Assuming that's what I actually need. Like, I'm still not even sure that there's even explosives in that truck. Where's Nico? Okay. Can I borrow a detonator?
Do you have any kind of detonating device in stock?
Sure. They're kept in that cupboard.
Okay.
I don't suppose you have one spare?
I can't simply give you a device like that, no without a damn good reason.
We have to blow up a jail to be able to go look at a map.
The general has a chart in his office, which he was discussing with Ubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe, but I can't get anywhere near it while the general and his sidekick are there.
Okay. Alright, what if I give these to this guy? And that excites her enough to let me go get the...
He wouldn't be interested.
Oh, well.
I guess a mining company must use explosives, right?
Not in the accounts and ledger section, to my knowledge.
Dang. Alright, so what if I hang out, like, right here until accounting guy gets up?
It was a store cupboard.
Because he might be on a timer? Okay, maybe not.
Hey!
Well...
Stay out of that cupboard.
Maybe when the party starts, I'll be able to come in here and get that.
Do you know where I could find a detonator?
Sure. The cupboard behind the boss. But she won't let you have it.
I'll use my charm.
This I gotta see.
Hey.
I'm looking for a detonator.
Oh my, that's dangerous. I mean, are you qualified to handle those things?
Sure.
I don't know how you can work with explosives. I'd be too scared of blowing myself up. That's why I work in an office. Mind you, clerical duties are not as safe as you might think. You know those things you use to remove staples? You know, staple removers?
Look, I sympathize, but I've heard enough of this crap.
Sure. Hey.
Do you keep detonators in the office? I don't know. I'm new here. In fact, I started this morning. I don't have a clue what I'm supposed to be doing. Are you familiar with accounting software?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Which package are you using? It's called Link. The guy who wrote it must be a lunatic. Every time I save a file, it plays a silly tune, and a little cartoon piglet dances across the display. So what's the problem? Well, none, I guess. But it's not what I'd expect from a professional accounting package.
Okay. I've heard of Link, L-I-N-C, and maybe that's an actual thing that it does for late 90s.
I had nothing else to talk about. There was nothing else I wanted to ask the guy.
Alright, so I have a feeling I need to somehow trigger the party starting at night in order for the office to clear out, to get a detonator, to blow up the jail, to save the musician guy, and then that'll give me access to the mine, maybe? But how I do that, I'm not sure.
Do you have to spit like that?
See. You think I want to swallow that crap?
What I mean is, it can't be doing your business any good. I'm sure you'd sell a lot more gourds if you didn't.
Nobody ever complained before.
Okay, I can see I'm not getting through.
There's also this goat. I don't know what significance the goat has to anything here.
Could you distract the general while I took a look at that chart?
There we go.
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at me?
Yeah, you'd make a great snake charmer. Come on, 5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe. But it's your harebrained scheme. You do the talking.
Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. Okay, progress.
There was nothing else I wanted to talk. My girlfriend has a favor she wants to ask you, General.
For you, my dear, anything.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Well, I want to write a story about you.
You hear that, Ronaldo? An exclusive glossy spread about your beloved general.
Si, Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Tobar.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Okay. First things first, check this. And then everything else back there.
No, 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 Signor. The General said nobody must see that chart.
He won't know unless you tell him.
You don't know him, Signor. He will worm it out of me as easily as he de-waxes his ear.
Okay, okay. I'd have to get rid of him. A safe was tucked under the desk. The safe was undoubtedly locked. A couple of special offer letters were strewn across the desk. I had no need.
Okay.
I'd still have to figure out how to get rid of Ronaldo before I went down there.
How would I get rid of this guy?
I'd like to visit your prisoner.
Condemned prisoners aren't allowed visitors.
Condemned?
To death. He is to be executed. Knowing my luck, I will probably have to shoot him myself.
Amnesty International is going to hear about this. I thought Miguel was arrested for playing the wrong kind of music.
Si, Signor, he was.
And that carries the death penalty?
No, no, no. You think we're crazy? While being questioned, he confessed to being an anti-government agent.
Would you take my friend to the ruins now the general's gone?
I'd be honored, Signor.
Thanks. I'll go get her.
How? I don't know where she would even be.
I've made the arrangements for your visit to the temple.
Oh, that's her. Okay.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I thought it was Nico.
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
Okay. That makes more sense. I thought I had to bring Nico back.
Listen, sweetie, I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
As Pearl and Ronaldo set out for the ruined pyramid, I prepared to search the police station.
Okay. That seems like a good spot to save then before we get started searching. just in case. Okay, so first things first is the map. And then we have the filing cabinet, the safe, and
like
the
a
jail.
geological survey map showing the land to the southeast of Cuaramonte City. About 60 miles inland and upstream was an area marked Teoculcan.
Teoculcan. That's been mentioned.
The filing cabinet was probably locked.
Mentioned at least once before.
The safe was undoubtedly locked.
Okay. Alright, that appears to be everything to do over here. Oh, don't crash, game. Come on, game. You can do it. Okay. Had a lot to load, I guess. Alright. Yoink, I'll take that.
Reach the noose.
Maybe if we tell him about panties, he'll give us his noose.
I'm George Stobart. You're Miguel the musician, aren't you?
Ex-musician, senor. My career is finished.
Nah, going to jail could be the boost your career needed.
Senor, I would rather die than live with this shame.
Dang. Can't talk to him about panties.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
Yes. The old man spoke of him.
The foreigner? Professor Oubier?
That's right. This man Karzak is Ubier's boss.
Why is that noose hanging from the bars?
Ronaldo strung it up for me to hang myself. Don't cry for me, Senor Stobart. When I am dead, the goddess will take my soul to rest in paradise.
He wouldn't be interested. I couldn't reach the noose.
Okay. I can't interact with... Maybe if I go in here, I can reach it. Nope. Okay. So that's all I can really interact with here, it looks like. Oh, there's the light.
Someone had thoughtfully provided little shades for the light bulbs. The rest of the prison area looked like an English public toilet.
Oh, okay.
The light shades looked completely out of place.
I
couldn't reach the light. I couldn't reach the light.
So why would light shades be an unusual... Oh, geez. Hey, bro.
There was nothing I wanted to...
I don't really have anything that would reach that. The light shade looks a little bit like that thing. Well... Huh. Nothing down there. Okay. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else then. So, geez, I'm not sure what the point of that is. Maybe I can talk to the guy outside. So I guess I can tell the mining company boss lady about what I saw on the map. That's probably going to be the best thing to do. I could talk to these guys about their buddy.
I had nothing else.
Or not. Okay. All right. Next idea. Talking to mining boss lady. And then maybe she'll give me a detonator for giving her the map information.
I got a good look at that chart in the police station. It's a map of Quaramonte.
Does it tell us where Ubier is heading?
Yeah,
Ubier.
a place called Teoculcan.
That's the site of the mine. I wonder why they're being so secretive about Ubier's plans.
And now she says it right.
Sure. If the general's involved, they're up to no good. I'd like to talk to that musician Miguel. Take the detonator and get him out of that jail.
Okay, there we go. All right. Exactly what I thought she would do. Okay. Just jams it in his pants. Okay, sure. All right, I guess I called it. Hey, Zach. Clicking's going good. This game is pretty straightforward. Like, it's... There's not like a whole lot of logic in the puzzles in this game. It's more like exhaust the dialogue options with everybody until something happens, and every once in a while you get an item puzzle, but not very often, which is kind of a bummer. But we're trucking along at least. And then in Pokemon, I got up to... Where did I get up to? I got the bike, I guess.
Detonator, Dwayne.
And I had trouble doing the rival fight.
Keep your voice down, George. You want everyone to know. You best go and warn Miguel that the U.S. cavalry's on the way.
Okay.
All right. Sure, let's go in the jail while it's about to blow up. On the bridge under it? Yeah, I guess it was under the cycle road. That one. It was the first fight with the evolved starter that the rival has, and it had absorb, and that was my problem. I was just getting blown up by absorb. So I made it past that eventually. It took like 3 or 4 tries, I think. And then I got up to the cable car, I think, on Mount whatever, and there was the Team Magma guys were blocking it, and that's kind of where I cut it, right there.
Hey, Miguel.
What is it? What is happening?
We're getting out of here.
Who's we? They've sent the Delta Force.
Nope.
The Impossible Missions Force.
Don't make me sick. Much better.
Who then?
A retired greetings card salesman from Ohio.
I'm doomed.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
You're not the only one.
I should have known you'd be trouble the moment I saw you.
Look, I can explain everything.
Get in that cell, now.
And what if I refuse?
He'll shoot you.
Okay, here I am, going quietly into the cell.
Very wise, North Americano scum.
One of the reasons I hate guns so much is the way they make people so damned impolite.
I hope you're enjoying your vacation, Senor Stobart.
Go polish your weapon, Ronaldo.
This was part of your plan, right?
Well, in a manner of speaking, no. I was all out of ideas. It was up to Nico now.
Yep. Nordamericano. Alright, I guess we're playing as Nico for this part.
So, here we are.
Yo, that lava lamp.
You've changed.
I thought I would slip into something more comfortable.
The stench of cheap cologne rolled over me like tear gas.
So, what do you want to know about me? Ask and I will answer. I will deny you nothing.
Alright, good night, Cloud Zach. Have a good one.
I am a very giving person.
How nice for your friends.
Your eyes are glittering like stars.
His damn cologne was making my eyes water. I was running out of sofa.
As spirited as you are beautiful, I admire that.
As long as he admired it from afar.
Alright. She have panties in her inventory? No. No inventory for Nico. Okay. Can we just go out the door?
I had to keep him talking. But what about? We had nothing in common.
Sweet lava lamp.
A lava lamp, hip in a retro way. I had no doubt the General thought it was hip, full stop.
It is pretty hip.
I didn't want the lava lamp. A tiger skin lay on the floor.
Alright, steamrolled tiger.
The tiger was beyond help. A stuffed swordfish. On close inspection, I noticed that the swordfish was peppered with machine gun bullet holes. The General was a real sportsman, and no mistake.
Alright.
I didn't want to watch a lot of tawdry soap operas. Cutting-edge technology, in 1978 at any rate.
Okay.
It was a portrait of some thug in a uniform. I didn't want the picture.
Okay. Looks like that's pretty much everything in here. Okay. All right. All that's left is to talk to the General. All right. Sweet lava lamp.
Is that a lava lamp?
Sure, it's more impressive in the dark. I'll close the blinds.
No, don't do that. Not on such a beautiful day. Who's the guy with the hat and the fat cigar?
What is on TV? Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay.
love your TV.
Oh, yeah, cool, no?
Big fish. Catch it yourself?
Catch it. Fishing poles are for children.
Then how did... Are those bullet holes?
2 magazines on full automatic. It put up quite a fight.
Mom! What is going on here?
Nothing, Mom. I was...
I'm in uniform. And when I'm in uniform, it's...
Madame la Présidente, sorry, Madame la Présidente.
Now, what is going on here?
Nothing, Madame la Présidente. I was just showing my friend Nico some of the cool stuff I've got.
Hi.
Good afternoon, señorita. And just what are your intentions toward my son?
Intentions? We were just talking.
How nice. She has good bone structure, Raoul. Has she any brains?
She's a reporter.
Is she? And what sort of questions has she been asking?
I'm a freelance photojournalist. I do lifestyle features.
For what sort of magazines?
It looked safest to play dumb with good bone structure. Haya, lifestyle of the super rich and vainglorious, Envy magazine,
Excellent. Raoul, you've chosen well for a change.
It was pretty obvious who pulled the strings around here. I hope George was making good use of the time I was buying him.
Not really. Not really, as it turns out.
And then it goes, fa 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 fa.
And when you were in this band of yours, you used to play that song for 2 hours?
Yeah, we were really famous at our college. Still, ours wasn't as good as the original version.
I have never heard that song before, yet I have no doubt that this must be true.
Hey! Hey, George!
Dwayne Henderson. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Get to the American consul and tell him I've been imprisoned without charge.
Get real, George. He was the previous occupant of that cell you're in. We're gonna have to use good old American know-how to get you out of there.
Uh-oh.
That, and this truck full of explosives I've got here.
Dwayne, listen to me. You'll kill all of us.
You're such a naysayer, George. It'll go like clockwork. Negative to negative, it's positive to you gotta get the bare copper wire here. Let me just, damn. Alright, I'll just hook that up. There we go. Okay, just a minute. I've got to get to a safe distance.
Quick, Miguel, hit the mattress.
You have strange customs up north.
Here we go.
Too late.
Oh, jeez.
Are we dead yet?
Horse shit.
What happened to the explosives?
There ain't no explosives. My dumbass supplier must have given me organic fertilizer instead of chemical. All I got here is 400 pounds of lightly fried horse apples.
That's a lovely image, Dwayne. Never mind, I'll think of something.
So, had he exploded 400 pounds of the other kind, that probably would have taken out the whole village. So I guess that's probably for the best.
I couldn't reach the noose.
Alright. So what's up with these?
I couldn't reach the light.
The door was locked. I couldn't escape that way. Solid bars protected the small window. I wasn't getting out that way. That door looked pretty sturdy to me. Listen to me, Miguel. You give me that rope and I'll get us out of here.
Oh?
Is there somewhere you can hide from the General?
Of course. My friends have a boat ready to take me upriver. But how are you going to break out of here with just a short piece of rope?
I'm not sure, but I'll think of something.
Well...
If your plan doesn't work, will you let me hang myself in peace?
Sure. Okay, so combine this with this.
I'd better think this through.
Okay, I did, but okay. This with this?
I don't think so.
No. This with this?
No, that's wrong.
This with this?
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
This with this. Sure. Okay. Yep. Perfect. And tie that to the truck.
I had nothing else to ask him. The door was locked. Hey, Dwayne, I want you to tie this rope to your truck and then drive forward. I'd had no idea whether this was really going to work, but I'd seen it in a black and white Western. Of course, Hopalong was using a horse and Dwayne had a 4-ton truck, but hey, the principle's sound.
Anything you say, George.
This just sounds like a recipe for a snapped rope. But okay.
Please forgive my mother. She can be a little difficult.
And she's watching whatever that is on TV. All right.
Oh, my feet. Raoul, propose, you idiot.
Don't mind her. She just wants grandchildren.
Don't think I can't hear you, Raoul. I want the worthy successor, and you're not it. Propose now, or I'll do it for you.
Look, Nico, we haven't known each other very long, but... What the hell was that?
I didn't know what was going on, but Georges had to be involved in it somewhere.
Okay. Wait. Now his wife's back too?
I ain't gonna say a thing, because that sweet sound of falling masonry says it all.
Masonry?
Quick, senor, the river.
Huh? Wait, what about Nico?
Georges, what have you done? You only had to sneak a look at the chart, and it's turned into World War III.
No time to explain. Come on.
Don't move, terrorist scum. You talking to me, Junior? Yes, I'm talking to you, fat man, and my name's not Junior. A word to the wise, Junior. You carry on waving that pea shooter in my face, and the next person who sees it is gonna be your proctologist. Savvy? General, I am happy to report that I have apprehended the terrorists.
Oh, idiot, not them. The other American and the French woman. They're the ones.
All right. Well, game over. GG.
When I recovered consciousness, I was alone, washed up on the riverbank.
They were in the boat?
My head was aching fiercely, and my mouth tasted like a swamp. At first, I thought the music I heard was in my head. Just my luck to wind up in paradise with a migraine. But I followed the sound and discovered a treehouse in a nearby clearing.
Huh. Okay. Wonder if this is up by the mine. Okay. Sure.
That vine rope could be useful.
Yeah, I could have sworn that this game only had 3 official games, and maybe the like the 4 and 5 might be like fan games, maybe.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Because I know that there's 1 and 2 on PS1, and then there's the Sleeping Dragon, I think, is the 3rd one, and then 4 and 5 I had never even heard of before.
The water wheel had been built to provide a natural source of power. The wheel had a rim of roughly beaten iron.
Okay.
It seemed to be working just fine. It was a pile of damp leaves.
Oh, interesting. They're full games. Hmm.
It was heavy. I guess that was intentional.
Hello? Anyone home?
Okay.
The stones were too heavy to turn by hand.
Oh, it's a Kickstarter, yeah.
The leverage from the cross allowed me to turn one of the stones, but the other one remained stationary.
Okay.
2 round stones were carefully balanced on a wooden structure.
I'm not sure what the purpose of those is. So I probably need to make the organ not work anymore to get the person's attention in there. So I have to get this to stop working. And nope. Dang. So damp leaves. Okay, I guess I can see if there's any items down here. Oh, I can't leave the screen, it looks like. Okay. Alright, so whatever it is I have to do, it's on the screen. Damp leaves. There's this second stone here, and I'm not sure what the purpose of that is.
The sound of running water always made me need the toilet. The contraption consisted of a crude wooden wheel with wooden slats. The machine was broken.
Okay. Alright, and I can't leave the screen. So whatever it is I need to do, it's here.
Perfect for a game of poo sticks.
What?
It would have been a shame to tamper with the elegant bridge.
Poo sticks? Sure. That
I briefly considered diving into the crystal waters. Very briefly. It seemed to be working just fine. It seemed to be working just fine. It was a water wheel.
Okay, maybe I have to connect these two with rope. Okay.
The vine provided a drive belt to connect the two stones.
Okay, but to what end? Why? Why would moving these two stones at once?
Now I had the contraption working.
Oh, okay, but what does that even do? Can I grind up some coal with it? Grind up some panties?
Two round stones were carefully balanced on a wooden structure.
Like this looks like I could grind something in it. Like this is made out of flint, maybe. No. Grind up dog biscuits? Nope.
The stones were too heavy to turn by hand.
Maybe I just have to use it a lot. I don't get it. Huh. There must be something I'm missing. So we got a pile of leaves. Pile of leaves, water wheel, this air pump thing.
I always wanted a treehouse like that when I was a kid.
So what's the deal with the leaves?
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Like maybe I light the leaves on fire or something? I'm not sure what that would accomplish. It's kind of hard to tell what's a hot spot on the screen. Because there's just so many things all in one little area.
I'd always...
So it looks like this is maybe rope here. But nothing unique there. Alright, so we got leaves, we got contraption, water wheel, the river, the bridge, whatever this thing is, and that's it.
The machine was broken. The sound of running water. Perfect. It would have been a shame to tamper with... It was a water wheel.
Like, it seems like I need to just stick something in the water wheel to get it to stop turning.
It was a water...
But...
A wooden box was connected to the nearby water wheel.
Okay, wooden box.
The machine seemed to be pumping air up to the...
Okay, so wooden box.
It seemed to be working... The machine seemed...
Wait,
the machine...
Where's the wooden box?
It was a water...
Which of these pixels is the wooden box?
It was a water...
Where... oh my god. Alright.
The machine's...
Where's the wooden box?
The machine's...
Oh my god.
The machine seemed to be...
Alright. There was a...
It was a water... It was a water...
Oh my god.
It was a...
Oh my god. Hey, Orange Blair.
The machine seemed...
Where was...
The machine's... The machine's...
Where is the wooden box? Holy shit.
The machine's... It was a water...
I'm pretty sure I right click to find it.
It was a water... It was a... The machine seemed...
Oh my god.
The machine...
This pixel hunt.
The machine...
Alright, there's a wooden box connected to the water wheel, and I'm pretty sure it was like right here was where I clicked.
The machine's... It was a water... It was a water... The machine's... It seemed to be... The machine's... It seemed to be working just fine. The machine seemed to be... The machine seemed...
These are your favorite to spectate?
The machine seemed...
You like watching me get stuck in adventure games? Don't worry, I have plenty of adventure games coming up.
It was a water...
Oh my god, where was that pixel?
The machine seemed...
So this is like the beginning of the game all over again.
The machines... The machines...
Where there was a pixel underneath the desk. that gave me the clay pot that I didn't know was there until the manual told me. Oh my god, where's that wooden box?
The machines...
It said there was a wooden box connected to the water wheel.
The iron rim of the water wheel would have torn the skin from my fingers if I touched it.
Alright. So what if we... So maybe I can carry over the cross to stop that.
I couldn't see any great benefit in sharpening the cross. It seemed to be working just fine. It was a pile of damp leaves.
Pretty good. Well, with games like these, you eventually, no matter how long it takes you, you'll eventually get to the end.
Be pumping air.
It just requires persistence.
It was a pile. The machine seemed...
Oh my god.
The machines...
Which of these pixels was the box? Holy shit.
The machine... The machine... The machine...
So there's a wooden box next to the water wheel.
It was a... It was a... It was a... It was a...
Oh my god. Come on, game.
The machine seemed... It was a... The machine seemed... The machine... The machines...
Okay, I'm not crazy, right?
To be pumping air up to the treehouse.
It had a thing where it said there was a wooden box attached to the water wheel, right? Like, surely that's what it said.
The iron rim of the water wheel. It was a water wheel. The machine seemed... It seemed to be... It seemed to be... It seemed to be what... It seemed to... The iron rim of... The iron...
Shit.
It was a water...
Where was that? Where was that pixel?
The machine seemed...
Holy shit. Yeah, it was on this machine thing.
The machine seemed... It seemed to be working.
And it was after I used the leaves.
It was a pipe. It was a pipe. It was a pipe. It was a pipe. The machine seemed... The machine seemed to be pumping air up to the treehouse.
Okay, and it's not like a second sentence on that. It's just... If I right-click on it, it's the machine.
It was a water...
The water wheel, and then...
It was a...
There was a third thing here.
It was a water wheel.
About... there's a box attached... A wooden box attached to the side of the water wheel.
It seemed to be working. The machine seemed...
And...
It was a water...
I got that.
The machine seemed to... The machines... The machine seemed...
Oh my god.
It was a... The iron rim... It seemed...
Oh man. This... If it weren't for the organ music, this part would be less horrible.
Water wheel.
But this fucking organ music
Iron rim
is killing me. So we can't panties our way out of this situation. So the cross isn't gonna really help either.
The machine seemed... The machine... The machine... The machine... The machine...
Man.
The machine...
It
was a water...
Surely I've clicked on every single pixel that I can click on around here now.
It was a water...
Unless, like, it's on the right side of the water wheel. But there's no hotspots there.
It was a water...
Huh. So somehow I have to stop the water wheel.
2 round stones were... The stones were too heavy to... It seemed to be working just fine.
Okay, can I walk this over here? No, he just puts it back down. Okay. And then he says, I don't want to sharpen.
I couldn't see any great benefit in sharpening the cross. I couldn't...
So that...
It seemed to be working.
That just gives me that. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I used pretty much everything on those. There's nothing up over here. And I can't leave the screen. We can't just climb up there, because that would be too easy.
There was no way of climbing up to the treehouse.
Okay.
It was a pile of damp leaves. It was a
So maybe...
Not such a good idea. That... Wrong.
So this thing's made out of flint. So maybe... Okay. Maybe the iron rim of this on the flint statue? To start a fire? There we go. Okay. So...
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
Alright, so the leaves are damp. So we have to dry off the leaves. So some coal on the leaves? So maybe I have to grind up some coal? Alright. So I figured out the step after this, but the current step is the one I don't know. So I probably have to grind up something to put on the leaves to make them catch fire, probably. So this coal is my best bet. But he just does that. And I can't grind up the jade. Well, maybe this? That? Oh, okay.
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
Okay, so I missed another step there. Okay, and then if I put that on the grinder, or not. Okay. Then use this. It won't let me pull up the inventory, okay. So what does this do?
The cone was empty. two round stones. It was my lucky piece of coal.
So,
It was the black obsidian stone. One side bore a grotesque image of a dog's head. The other was black.
so I highly doubt I'd be grinding up this thing. Yeah. And grinding up this is probably not going to do any good. Can't grind up the panties. We need those. The dog biscuits? No. It's got to be the coal, and I'm just doing it wrong. But it's not. Huh.
That wouldn't work.
Shit. It's just this first step that I'm missing.
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
So it probably still won't let me grab the leaves.
The leaves were too damp to burn on their own.
Yeah, okay. So now that dialogue changes.
It seemed to be working.
Okay. Alright, anything different over here? Like maybe I put the coal in this?
The machine was...
No.
It was Nico's lipstick.
It's got to be the coal. Huh. So I can't just plop down the coal onto there. So what if I... Maybe you just have to do this enough times until it works?
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel.
Okay, so that's still the same. Maybe this is explosive lipstick? Nope. Explosive panties? Nope. I guess that maybe we don't need this paper. It is the paper. Okay.
The bank statement was just what I needed to kindle the damp leaves.
Sure, the bank statement. All right, yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay. This. Okay, progress. So why the bank statement and not the newspaper?
A shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
Or the panties? Like, what? Why specifically the bank statement?
Quick, man! Put out that fire! I've got a sick woman up here!
Sorry, Father, but I needed to attract your attention.
Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Stobart, George Stobart.
I'm Father Hubert. I don't suppose you speak French.
Huh? Why do you want to know that?
Oh, Nico's probably up there.
A woman with a fever by the river this morning. The poor girl is close to death, and there's nothing I can do for her but pray. I don't understand her, but I think she's speaking French.
Hang on. That must be Nico.
What are you doing out here in the jungle?
God's work. Not quite the destination I had in mind when I set out, but... Well, you know what they say? Mysterious ways and so on.
You didn't plan to end up here?
No. I was on my way to the miners' camp in the north. I was stuck here when my boat capsized on the river.
That's exactly what happened to me. How long have you been here?
11 years.
11 years.
That's my girlfriend that got in your treehouse. What's the matter with her?
She's been bitten by a venomous river snake.
But can't you do something for her? There's a cure, isn't there?
I ran out of penicillin and morphine years ago. But the local people speak of a root which they believe will counteract the poison.
So, I just want to point out, this is almost the exact plot of Hugo's House of Horrors 3, the one in the jungle. This is almost exactly the same. If anyone's ever seen that game, oh my god.
Where can I find this root?
I don't know. But maybe the shaman at the village can tell us.
The shaman at the village. This is literally Hugo 3. Oh man.
Will you show me the way to the village?
Me? Oh, but I can't.
Can't? Nico's life depends on it.
All right.
Wow.
Of course I should, despite my own guilt and shame. But I can't go as a representative of God with a creased collar.
A creased collar? You mean you put your personal attire higher than the life of a sick woman?
I will not go to that village looking anything but my best.
Give me your collar. I'm sure I can find a way to press it.
Aha.
Thank you, my son. In the meantime, I must contemplate my sermon.
There was obviously more than a creased collar bothering the priest.
Okay. Luckily, I already have everything set up for this.
So there I was, hundreds of miles from civilization, doing the housework for a priest. It's a strange world. The press worked surprisingly well on the collar.
All right. Triumph. We did it. Oh, wait. So he picked up something, but it wasn't the collar.
Here's your collar, Father.
Thank you, George. You probably think it a little odd of me to make such a fuss.
Oh, no. If I'd been living in the jungle for 11 years, I'd be completely screwy, too.
Screwy? Yes, perhaps I am. Ever since my last visit to that village.
Do you want to tell me what happened at the village?
I forgot my vows. I let myself be overwhelmed by the beauty of this unspoiled paradise. And in a moment of weakness, animal passion reared its rampant head.
You know, you should be writing romantic novels. Did you experience some kind of a physical liaison at the village?
Yes, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I found myself doing the monkey dance.
I've never heard it called that before. And I didn't want to pry any deeper into Hubert's murky past.
Now you've got your collar back. Will you take me to the village?
I've still not finished my sermon.
Look, Father, I still don't know why you're so reluctant to visit that village, and it's none of my business. Whatever the reason, it can't be more important than saving Nico's life.
You're right. I must be crazy. We must make haste if we're to reach the village before nightfall.
All right.
By the time we reached the village, it was sunset.
Hey, still wearing sunglasses, though.
Hello, boys. Glad to see you're still wearing the underpants. What?
They're the best Christmas present we ever had, Father.
Mine are too tight.
Well, we all have our cross to bear. This is George. He has a request to make. I'm afraid I can't stay. Good luck, George.
Hopefully he knows the way back. Or George does.
That's a relief. I never feel comfortable with him about.
Me neither. These damn pants keep riding right up my butt.
So, what do you want?
My girlfriend has been bitten by a snake.
So, everyone in my family has been bitten by snakes.
I was bitten by a dormouse once.
She's real sick. I hoped your wise man might have medicine.
Wise man? You must have the wrong village.
Father Hubert said there was a wise man in the village who could help me.
No, there's no one of that description here.
Ooh, he must mean the old man, the shaman.
I thought he just made up all those stories he tells. I never thought of him as being wise.
Sure.
Are you going to stand by and let my girlfriend die?
Of course not. What do you think we are, savages?
We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast.
I'd like to see the shaman, please.
You can't just go walking in there and demand to speak to the shaman.
Why not?
You have to observe the protocol. The shaman demands tribute.
Tribute? You mean like a gift?
Uh-oh.
Right.
The eternal question. What do you give a man who has everything?
It might be time to part with, Oh, okay. Not an option. Too precious. Too precious, huh? Alright, how about some lipstick?
Would your wise man have any use for lipstick?
Not in that color.
Haven't you anything in black?
Of course I don't. Look, I know it's not much, but I want your shaman to have this.
Do you expect him to eat that?
He's an old man, you know. He might choke.
This cone could have 1,000 uses.
Yeah? Like what?
A protective helmet?
I don't think so.
Here, he'll like these biscuits.
Oh my god, it was actually the biscuits. Alright, sure.
Oh. Is this your first visit to our planet?
I am from the same planet as you. I'm from California. Why, we're practically neighbors.
He liked the biscuits, especially the black ones. He wants to know if you've any more.
Sure. Can I?
Stop! This is a private village.
There wasn't much point in sending the empty box back to the shaman. This stone is what brought me here.
That's a spirit stone. I wouldn't touch it if I was you.
You're right. It could be cursed. Give me a clue. What kind of things does your shaman like? Does he have a hobby, a favorite sport?
You insult us. The shaman lives on a higher plane.
Oh, right. Maybe a book would be more suitable. Or a jigsaw puzzle? Don't you just hate choosing presents for people you don't know? There wasn't much point.
Okay. So he liked the doggy biscuits. Okay, yep. Put the coal in there.
Put my lucky piece of coal in the empty box.
All right. Perfect. My initial thought was I would have to go back to the priest's house and grind up the coal into the box of dog treats in the grinder, but this works too.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him.
What do you do for entertainment here in the jungle?
We make documentaries. Me and Tabtic, we've appeared in 7 TV films and an article in National Geographic.
The shaman didn't want the black rock.
So... All right. This might be the play.
I tucked the bright red panties in the empty box.
Is this the play? All right. Is this our in? Are we gonna have to make the huge trade here?
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
All right.
I'll give them to him.
Is this it? If this is a solution, then this is amazing.
The shaman was pretty mad about those panties.
Well, I didn't mean to offend him.
You didn't. He was disappointed that they didn't fit.
All right. Well, that means we can keep the panties.
I put the lipstick in the box.
Look, I really don't want to put that stone in the box, but that's probably be my next
Here, I found some more of those biscuits.
next thing then.
I'll give them to him.
Man, this sure is tedious.
The shaman kept your gift of wax. He was pleased with it.
Oh, okay.
Can I go see him now?
He wasn't that pleased.
Really? Maybe the dart?
I dropped the poison dart into the box with just a little itch of misgiving.
Uh-oh.
Here, I found some more of
This is gonna be game over.
I'll give them to him. It didn't work.
What?
Your feeble attempt to assassinate the shaman by concealing a dart within this box.
Uh-oh. Okay, good. Not a game over. Well... Oh.
You can't go.
Come on, PlayStation Mouse. He can do it.
I put the Mayan stone in the empty box.
Well, it made music that time, so I'm assuming that's probably the play.
I'll give them to him.
All right. And he didn't bring the box back. Okay.
The shaman wants to talk to you.
Okay.
I hoped he would. Well, it's been nice to talk to you guys. Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Please, sit down. Welcome, George.
Thanks.
It has long been foretold that a white man would bring the coyote stone to this village.
Okay. Time for anime, looks like. Oh.
My girlfriend's been bitten by a snake.
And you want me to heal her?
That's the idea. Can you do it?
I'm not sure. My gums aren't what they used to be.
Listen, my girlfriend's in a coma. Please, old man, give me the root.
What root?
Father Hubert told me of a root which could cure the bite of the river snake.
There's nothing sacred with these people. That was our secret, known only to members of my tribe.
If that root is my chance of saving Nico's life, then I want it. Fast.
There is time yet, George Stobart. Time to learn why you were called here.
Why is Father Hubert so reluctant to visit the village?
I don't know. He used to come here a lot, but then he just stopped. You'd think he'd want to spend some time with his kids.
Did you say Father Hubert has kids?
3 girls and 5 boys by my reckoning. All conceived in the same week at the Feast of the Monkey Dance.
Oh, man.
Fine. If I listen to your story, then will you give me the root?
The eel travels far, but still returns to the place of his spawning.
And look, I'm running a tight schedule, so can you skip the riddles?
All right, anime time. Okay.
Many years ago, when the world was young, the great god and king Quetzalcoatl was defeated by trickery and deceit. His enemy Tezcatlipoca took his place as leader and demanded terrible human sacrifices. A group of loyal priests found a way to trap Tezcatlipoca. But his powers were so great, they knew he would not remain trapped forever. His time of incarceration would end with the eclipse, which marked the close of the 5th age. So the priests fashioned 3 obsidian stones which contained the power to seal the mirror for all time. But before the stones could be put in place, they were seized by the invading Spanish.
Okay.
But how did they trap Tez, the evil god?
They built a pyramid which they told Tezcatlipoca was dedicated to him. At its center, they fashioned a huge mirror of perfectly smooth obsidian. Luring him into the pyramid with praise and flattery, they used sorcery to ensnare him in the mirror.
There's an eclipse of the sun due very soon, isn't there?
Correct. The eclipse which marks the ending of the 5th age will come before the next full moon.
Less than 2 weeks. I didn't really believe that Tezcatlipoca would return. But I figured Karzak's plans were in some way connected. What happened to the stones?
They were taken by the Spanish to the coastal town that is now called Quaramonte City. Only 1 stone reached Spain. The other 2 fell into the hands of buccaneers. The Jaguar stone was captured by an English captain, El Draco. The Eagle stone was taken by a pirate called Ketch. The 3rd stone, the Coyote stone, reached Spain safely. That is the stone in your possession.
Okay.
Tell me more about the Jaguar stone.
Many centuries ago, the port of Quaramonte was entered by a ship flying Spanish colors. The captain, the man known as El Draco, sent soldiers ashore. Only when the soldiers arrested the mayor did the people realize that they were English privateers. The mayor was held hostage while the soldiers looted and plundered the city. Amongst the treasures they stole was the Jaguar stone.
Where is the Jaguar stone now?
I suppose El Draco took it back to his homeland, across the Great Sea.
To England. Tell me more about the Eagle stone.
The stone was loaded onto a galleon with many valuable artifacts plundered by the Spanish. But shortly after leaving harbor, a terrible squall blew up and damaged the ship. The ship was intercepted by a bloodthirsty pirate, Captain Ketch. Ketch made short work of overpowering the crew, stealing the treasure, and sinking the Spanish ship.
Where's the Eagle stone now?
Nobody knows for sure. Ketch retired from piracy and bought an island in the Caribbean.
What do I do when I find the stones?
Bring them here to me and I shall prepare you. The stones must be taken to the heart of the pyramid. Only there can they be used to seal the gate by which Tezcatlipoca will return to this world.
Now do I get the root?
Here, take it. Make haste if you wish to save the girl's life. The hummingbird sings to me of death to come.
Now you're talking in riddles again. Listen, is it okay if I crash here? I've got no chance of finding my way through the jungle in the dark.
You're welcome, but you probably won't get much sleep. Tonight's the night of the monkey dance.
Uh-oh. Well, geez.
I left the village at dawn and stumbled back through the jungle in a post-party daze. It was just like sneaking back to my parents' house when I was younger. Except Oakland didn't have monkeys or parrots.
I was hoping I could use those other 2 dialogue options, but apparently the RIP dialogue option is just end it, I guess. Okay.
I've got the route, Hubert.
So what are you waiting for? Give it to the gal.
Right. The shaman thinks you should go visit your kids.
So, he told you?
Look, Hubert, having an extended family is nothing to be ashamed of. If I was you, I'd be ashamed of not being there for them.
It was that damned monkey dance that led me astray.
Yeah. A sight like that must be difficult to forget.
Alright, just eat that whole thing, all at once.
Nico, I brought you this root. No way was she going to be able to chew the root. I needed to give her the antidote in a more digestible form.
Oh, man. Alright, back outside. Unless there's some items in here.
It was Father Hubert's personal altar.
Alright, guess I'm grinding up the root. Sure. Come on, inventory. Alright, hopefully this works.
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
Yeah, this organ is really, really getting grating. Okay, alright, good. This worked like I thought it would. Thankfully. Okay.
As the liquid was squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
Oh, is this... Okay. It's like, was there some other step I had to do? Like, it didn't just put it in his inventory.
Look, Hubert, the antidote.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give it to the girl, quickly.
Nico. Here, drink this.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down. Okay, try and rest now, darling. You'll need all your strength when we go after the other two stones.
Other stones? What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, George Stobart?
The patient is sounding more like her own self already. Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's Landing.
Okay. Alright. Ketch's Landing, huh? Okay. I think that's a good place to call it then. Gotta delete these other saves, though. Delete. this incredibly tedious thing that they make you do. Because otherwise you're gonna fill up your memory card. All right. And for whatever reason, the format option doesn't work, even though there's actually literally nothing else on this memory card. There's no reason why I should be able to format this. Okay. All right, good. Okay.